What's up?
Hi!
What's going? Oh, that was really bad.
What?
Ah!
I said hi.
No, I did. I was like, what? Hi, everyone. We haven't done a video in a while, and we figured we'd do one.
Yeah.
So we're going to do one of our favorite bread recipes from skinnytaste.com.
We love her.
Because I gained a lot of weight during COVID, so I recently started Weight Watchers. None of these two entities are advertisers.
No.
Right now. We figure we would be like...
Let's do the recipe.
And it's an awesome recipe that is like...
So simple.
Simple and low in calorie.
Yeah.
So you can kind of enjoy your carbs without feeling incredibly guilty about it. But you could do like a million things like stuffed bread, obviously bagels, pizza. Yeah. We even use it just kind of like a flatbread to make sandwiches.
Yes. We've tripled the recipe just because we want to make more for our family.
Yes.
And try them in different ways. So everything we're giving you right now is like tripled up. We have the oven preheating at 375.
1 cup of unbleached flour. It could be whole wheat, could be regular wheat or whatever.
But we've tripled it, so there's 3 cups.
Or you could like gluten-free it if that's your thing is, you know. Then we're gonna add some baking powder.
Say it again.
We're gonna add baking powder.
Boom.
Some kosher salt. Boom.
Math.
This is the trick. This is like what makes it what it is. It's non-fat Greek yogurt. We're throwing 3 cups of
3
Greek
cups.
yogurt.
And we're using Stu Leonard's. Also not
an advertiser.
Yet. Okay, here we go. That's all it is. Plain. Floop, floop, floop.
Paula does a lot of things when she's uncomfortable, and it's a lot of like facial expressions
and noises. All eyes on you.
I live for uncomfortable moments, and I can just sit silently and deal.
Or talks forever.
Or I talk forever, but that's just my ADHD.
Okay. My
ADHD kicks in, I won't stop talking, and then I keep talking. And now we're gonna mix it all up. By the way, today is our wedding anniversary. We've been married for 14 years. 14. Together for almost 18. So we're making videos together here, and we're still married, so that's cool.
I love you.
So you're gonna keep mixing it until it ultimately becomes kind of like, I guess you could say like crummy, like crinkles, like it's just like falling apart. And then you get your hands in there and you start kneading it and you start putting it together.
It's like crumbling in pieces. Do you see that? And so that doesn't look like a legit dough, but it will.
We also have parchment paper lined on our island, just because I feel that it doesn't stick as much as it would to the countertop or the marble or whatever. We'll get our hands dirty, and we're just gonna knead it until it becomes a dough. Ultimately, you can move the.
Yeah. Always keep your flour kind of on hand.
Yeah, especially with sticky type of doughs like this. So I would say you knead this for about 5 minutes. It's already coming together.
I love watching him do this stuff. He has a lot of baking in his background, this one. His dad used to be a baker back in the day in Bridgeport. And when we were
Mama Mina's Bakery. He used to own
Mama Mina's
2 bakeries in Bridgeport back in the late 60s, early 70s.
So it's always been like in his blood.
Yeah, I grew up like, so my dad was out of the 242nd Engineers in Stratford, and we used to be able to bake out of the mess hall there. So I grew up baking out of the mess hall at the 242nd, which is no longer the 242nd, they're the 192nd. Back in the day, we went a run with doing like an online bakery.
Him and I.
Pal and I. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we made cupcakes and pies. We were at all the farmers markets. If you lived in Shelton, you might have seen us there.
We worked out of a commercial kitchen. That Liquid Lunch.
Liquid Lunch, that's right.
And they're super awesome, and they still work farmers markets and stuff. You guys should check them out. Awesome people, awesome family. So, as you can see, no, you can't see, but you're gonna see, is that the dough.
Oh, look at that.
Has formed. So it's no longer crumbly. It's really formed. And what we're gonna do is we tripled this recipe. So we're gonna cut it into 12 pieces, and each piece will either be pizza, bagel, flatbread, etc. Whatever really.
And what's really great about this is that, like you saw, the ingredients are so simple. It's just a nice thing to be able to know that you can handle making yourself.
Even from like an economic situation,
That's
with,
what I
even
mean.
with inflation, like
We're all
save a couple
feeling
bucks,
it, honey.
You know what I'm saying? Save a couple bucks. Yeah, so I found Skinny Taste because roughly around like 10 or 11 years ago, went to the doctor. He was like, listen, you have a terrible eating habit. You don't work out. And if you don't get yourself together, you're going to probably have diabetes, high blood pressure, and so on and so forth. So I started working out, lost over 67 pounds using Weight Watchers, just paying attention. And I found Skinny Taste and found these awesome, really delicious recipes so that you can basically like still enjoy life and enjoy eating. I'm Italian, Paola's Italian and Latina. I'm also Polish. So we come from cultures that are very much built around food. Food is love. So like when people think dieting, they immediately think they have to take all that good stuff out. And I don't know. I think Skinny Taste is a great balance.
Look how delightful that looks. I mean, is it just me or on this? Oh, do you see it? How airy this is. Okay, so Chris has cut all of this up into a total of 8 pieces. Leave 4 of them as is because they're going to be for like the pizzas, the larger things, the flatbreads or whatever.
Just gives us more room.
Yeah. And the other 4 I'm going to cut in half because those are going to be like our bagels.
Can you get me your grandmother's roller?
Yes.
The wooden ones, please?
I got this from my Nana Basie's kitchen. Look at it, all scratched up, and it's small, but she made such delicious food with this.
And it's loved.
And it's loved.
So what you're going to do to make the bagels is just literally like when you were a kid with Play-Doh.
With Play-Doh.
And that's it.
Done.
Done. And you have what will be a bagel. We cook these on our pizza stone, but we'll also, you could obviously cook them in a sheet pan. We have a Ninja, like this absurd all-in-one Ninja grill thing that does
grilling
and all kinds of stuff.
Toasts. So we're still learning how that thing works.
One of the things that we actually want to do more of is recently Paola was gifted her Aunt Helen's cookbook, who was an amazing baker and amazing cook.
Yeah.
And it has all these like super awesome recipes. I was about to say amazing again, and that's delicious.
I know. And it's cool because, you know, on my side of the family, she was married to an Italian, but she's German. So I'm just excited to try all these new recipes that I've never, I remember eating in her kitchen,
A lot of them are
right?
like Italian recipes, of course.
And a lot of, Didn't you have like family reunions basically every week?
Yeah, when I was growing up, when I was like a little kid, every Friday we would go to my grandmother's house. And the entire family would get together and hang out, and that's my dad's mom, my Italian grandmother.
How cute.
And then on Sundays we would of course have family dinner as well, which was we can throw these on the pizza stone now. And what a nice time. I feel like we don't do that stuff as much as we used to, and we think we all need to start doing that.
I know.
Life is short. Got to enjoy the time we have with our family and our friends and celebrate even the little things.
Like bagels.
Like healthy
Yogurt,
bagels.
Healthy bagels.
All pretty and bagel looking. You're going to be like, oh my God, are they going to come out like super grungy looking? The answer is no. Because what you're going to do is you're going to get an egg. Thank you. We have an egg.
Magic.
Then you're going to get a bowl.
Yeah.
Did you prepare the bowl?
No, but it has flour in it.
Okay. So we're not going to do that.
A full egg, or you can do just the egg whites to make it even healthier. I'm watching my cholesterol. Just want a little plooper right there on the side, on the other side.
Okay. I'm going to give it a plooper. Because my wife says weird shit like that. She really does.
I have words for things. Shut up. If you're into toppings, like this one can eat like seeds and stuff. That's why we don't put anything on it. Like for an everything bagel, or you can just get sesame seeds, poppy seeds, whatever you like on top.
Salt, garlic, whatever bagel.
Bake it on the top rack for 25 minutes.
25 minutos.
And then let them cool for like 10-15 minutes. You don't want to burn your mouth. That's it. Done.
Boom.
Easy. Done.
Slice them in half, lather them up with some whipped cream, butter, whatever you want.
Not whipped cream.
I mean cream cheese.
Peanut butter.
Or peanut butter if you're psychotic.
Love peanut butter.
For making the pizza, you're just going to treat it like normal pizza dough. Get a little flour, sprinkly sprinks, Obviously, throw a little bit on top so it doesn't stick to your fingers. You just can't stretch it out like normal pizza dough.
Which
like
is why it feels like naan or something.
It does
that.
feel like
That's
naan.
what it feels
Yeah.
like, right?
Which naan is super awesome as
Which
well.
I love.
And I think it will be about, I don't know, it's not going to come out to 12 inches, but it will be around 8.
Maybe these we'll try in the air fryer thing.
Whichever.
If they're not too big.
So I do this, and I came up making, working in pizzerias, making some pizzas a lot, delivering specifically at Knotted Dolphin in Fairfield, Connecticut. I kind of have a reasonable understanding of stretching dough too much before it rips. You get yourself a pretty sweet personal sized pizza. And the good thing is that
I get so nervous.
I know, and if it rips, it rips. And the pizza, listen, you're making pizza, you're making flatbread, it's the same thing. So obviously the dough is very delicate. You don't egg wash the pizza.
All we're doing is stacking them as we make them.
Yeah. And we're gonna try some of these in the air fryer and see kind of if we get more of like a crispier dough. This is the air fryer?
Yeah,
Interesting.
that was the first one we did.
We have the oven baked version of this dough. And then we have the air fryer version of it. The difference is the oven is more crispier and you can tell on the edges. And with the air fryer, it's a little bit more kind of like doughier. It's obviously baked and what have you, but there's definitely a significant difference. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make one that's kind of in vein of pizza frite. And then we're gonna do another one that is just like a traditional pizza. Obviously we don't have perfect circles here, but nothing in life is perfect, so we're gonna roll with it. Then you got your own healthier play on a pizza frite, which is really dope. And I will, because I can't help myself, I'm gonna have a bite. Really good. And it's
fluffier.
and obviously it's healthier.
Look at those air
A little
pockets.
sauce didn't make it like that, so I'm gonna do a little dip. Because why not? And then, traditional pizza. We'll hit it with some sauce. I'm gonna throw it back in the air fryer so that obviously the cheese melts. I would probably say no more than 2 minutes.
Look at that cheese. That's a nice color.
And I'm also gonna take an opportunity to do more. It's good.
Weight Watchers approved.
Weight Watchers approved.
Love it.
The other version that we told you guys about was the bagel version. And here we are with the bagel. Obviously, if you wanna schmear. Oh, hey. Just gonna schmear another bagel. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm like super full.
Like, oh, us too. Everyone.
But I'll take another bite.